Dr. Marat's series of questions without notice was the second question of the day as Parliament resumed today.
Who authorized armed policemen to shoot at unarmed students at Fort Benner, University of Papua New Guinea this morning, and why? Secondly, Mr. Deputy Speaker, why can't the Prime Minister step down to allow due process? Allow himself to be interviewed by the police, because that is what the students want. That's what the students are asking for.
The second part of that question, asking the Prime Minister to step aside, prompted a confrontation between Patrick Pruich and Dr. Marat. Pruich can be heard asking, who are they? Referring to the students.
They are students. They are future national leaders. You shut them out.
Is that a repetition of
You
questions?
shut up. You shut them out.
Is that a repetition of
You
questions?
shut up. I'm asking the question. It's a question for the students. It's not for you to answer.
Governor for Southern Highlands William Powie also felt that the question was out of line and asked for a point of order to not allow this question.
Issue right now.
This is Parliament. We talk here.
You know the law. Mr. Speaker, you should not allow this question in this floor. It's propagating civil unrest and public disorder. He knows it very well. Prime Ministers are elected by Parliament. You know the law. You should not circumvent to anybody.
In answer, the Prime Minister said he has heard that shots have been fired, but unconfirmed reports as to how many students have been injured or killed.
I am not aware. I've just had reports of the incident at the university. I am told that there has been some shots fired, but also some tear gas unconfirmed reports coming through. Mr. Speaker, I will make sure that the Minister for Police and his team give a detailed report in due course. But Mr. Speaker, this is not something that we want. It is not something that we want.
The Prime Minister then accused opposition members of engaging with students, which prompted this reaction from Gary Jufa.
The Prime Minister stopped making those ambiguous, vague statements that leaders are involved. If you know them, name the leaders, please. You know, this is unfair to all of us that are sitting here. We all have children at university. Come on. What is wrong with engaging with students?
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong, exactly. So I was there because I was concerned for my students. And I was in plain sight. I did not go at dark or hide or bring them anywhere. So, stop misleading us.
The Prime Minister said this shooting is now a police matter and a commission of inquiry will be set up to find out what is happening at the university.
Mr. Speaker, points have been made in a very democratic way, points have been answered. But yet, some people continue not to accept that. Mr. Speaker, the matter has now become a police matter and we will leave it to them. They will carry out the investigations. In fact, in future, in the coming weeks, we will set up a commission of inquiry to establish what is going on there at that university, Mr. Speaker.
In response to questions about him stepping aside, this is what the Prime Minister had to say.
In the mindset of the member for Rabaul and many of his colleagues, Mr. Speaker, stepping down for what? For what? He knows very well, Mr. Speaker. He knows very well as a lawyer.
There's a point of order.
Allegations have been made of serious crimes being committed. That's just the allegation. And you allow the police to move in to interview. That's not convicting somebody. No.
Okay, you are getting your debate. You have made your point. Prime Minister, continue.
Mr. Speaker, I have said all along that I will make myself available for any interview, any statement from my staff or myself on the conduct of our office in regards to the allegations that are before us. There has never been a question about that. The question is about a warrant. Why we have to run to go and get a warrant without even conducting an interview in the first place?
Sarah Aupong, National EMTV News.